Welcome back to another episode of Look What Jess Found. This is episode 766. Let's see what we got here today. I have quite a few of these penny rolls. Woo! That's too much copper. Now, this has got to be one of those okay. It's 100% copper. There's no way. This has got to. It doesn't say okay on. See, I have it. It's right here next to the okay one. Now, when somebody puts their name on something, initials, something, whatever, a check mark, it's to say that they previously searched through it. And I'm wondering, I mean, this is the chance of getting a 100% copper penny roll from the bank is, well, I don't want to say it's zero because obviously I got one here. Without it having been intentional, meaning the person has been penny roll hunting for whatever amount of time and they have their jar of copper pennies, right? So it's put there intentionally. So this is more than likely an intentional. No, not more than likely. This is an intentional 1961 Denver. That's a bronze cent, a 69 Denver. Let's check that. Okay. So I don't know. First of all, it's an extreme treat, right? Because the value is, I think bronze. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think copper is like what, over 4 cents per copper penny. So another 69 Denver. See that on the chin, right? They got some shelving on the R also. Again, most likely just shelving. I'll look at them under the loop, and if I see something interesting, maybe I should put the dates together. Nah, it's too much effort, man. This is already going to take forever. A 60 Denver. Look at this. This is a variety, small and large date variety. Oh, look how skinny that O is. That's probably the large date. After a while, you just look at so many of them, you can tell when something's a little weird. I think it's the small date though that is the one that is worth a little extra. Look at that, the little line on it. See the little. I'm not looking at that bright scratch. I'm looking at the little line that goes through the E. Could be a feeder finger. So odd, it looks like it looks like someone actually put an X through the reverse. See, I just realized that now. It's like an X. So odd, man. I'll just put the weird ones because I have to. If you first another 60. All right, so hold on a second. So the person's like doing this whole thing now. You see, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it does make sense. Like the person might have had them by year and just sent them back to the bank. Okay, so we got the person's 1960 Denvers and 1969 Denver. Like if they were looking, so let me put the 69 Denvers together. Let's see how many we got at the end. All right, so this is 69 Denver. That's a 69 Denver. And that's a 69 Denver. So we got 369 Denvers. We got the 60s, the 60 Denvers, which are, we got the 61 Denver. Wow. Okay. Something. All right, let's keep going. Now we have a regular 69. I got to go a little closer. I don't want to go too close. I don't know if my eyesight's going. I don't know. Probably. Yeah. All right. That's it. I think that's like our first not Philadelphia. Is it? I don't know. We'll see. 66. Extremely odd. So that's a Philadelphia. So this is what makes another 69. This is what makes penny roll hunting so much fun, right? It's such a mystery. Let me take another sip of coffee. That coffee was so good this morning. When you're really in the mood for it, forget about it. Another 62 Denver. Okay, so okay, there was the 62s. This is how I got it. See, I have them a year and mint mark. Another 69. That's like our third. That's our third 69. The person took their penny collection and sent it back to the bank. You know, there's a part of me that feels sad when I hear that. Is that another 69? Oh, that was another. Oh, I got the 66 and the 69 confused. 68 Denver. Do we have 68 Denvers? No, we don't. What are these? 69 Denvers. Because it makes me feel like something might have been going on in their life, like, which is stupid, right? Like, why am I imagining that for? Because it's like, why would somebody send? They spent all this time collecting pennies, right? And here they go one day saying, I need 50 cents. Let me look at that under the loop. Oh, wow. That 5 is a beauty, man. I'm going to put this to the side. What I'll do is, for those, I mean, obviously you could skip to the end if you don't want to hear me talk, I guess. And I will take the, matter of fact, where's my little handy dandy? I will take the microscope out. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the pennies on top of the microscope. And that'll be my little reminder at the end of the video. Well, I hope it reminds. You know what? Let me put the microscope in front of me. It's hidden behind the camera. Okay. And we will scope 64. I will pull out the microscope for any of the coins that need They put to the side another 64. Yeah, so on the one that I'm talking about, the 5 looks like it's doubled. You might not be able to see it through the camera. And this video is going to be long enough as it is. Looks a little bit like a like a die crack, right? I'll have to look at that under the loop. I don't know. Some pretty interesting shelving on this one too, but it's shelving though, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That's the way my brain thinks. Like, why would somebody take? I know that somebody put these to the side. Someone spent time out of their day going through their change, going through their piggy bank, and they separated the zinc from the copper. You know, and the first thing that comes to my mind is some little old lady that lives near, or some older gentleman that lives near the bank. And for years, they've been bringing their zinc to the bank. And then for some reason, they said, I'm not doing this anymore. Or something else happened, you know. They're sick, they're in the nursing home. You know, oh, we got a 59 too. It's always the 5. You notice that? It's always that 5 that looks a little, maybe because it's so angular. This one has it also. But it really looks more like shelving though, unless I see it on someplace else, which I don't. It's just shelving, but it's a nice 59. We'll put that to the side. Well, I hope the person's doing, and we got a 60. We got a 60. We got 260 Denvers, and we got a 60. So people collect these, as far as I know, anyway. Let me put those 60s in next to the 59s there. And then we have one, which, why did I put this one to? Oh, this one has possible feeder finger. All right. And the one zinc we got is a destroyed zinc. The one zinc to rule them all. I'll throw that out. I'm looking under his. I'm looking at his chin. A lot of. I know it's not notching. I call it notching sometimes incorrectly. I mean, it could be notching on the actual die from deterioration. 66, right? We got a bunch of 66s. And all these coins are in AU condition. Not all of them. A lot of them are in AU condition. It's exaggerating there. 68. All right, that's the second 68 Denver we got. Well, I wish the person well. The T looks like it has extra thickness, but usually you'll see it throughout the whole coin. I've never found one like that, but in the reference sites, they'll show you, and the T is the closest one. Let me look at that under the loop. Pretty cool looking, I have to say that much. It is really, really, you know that the die is really at the end of its life. It's like a severely deteriorated die. I don't think it's a extra thickness. Could it be? I mean, look at that R and that T. Maybe that'll be the picture. We could look at that later also. That's 2 for the microscope. Another 68. You see how worn it is into the rim? That's just a worn out die. A little closer. It's just a worn out die. And everything is 60s. Did you notice that? No 70s. Everything's copper and everything is 60s. Another 60. Wow. It's not a railroad rim. It's not a partial collar. Well, they're the same thing. Just a misaligned die. Wow, that's a nice one. Strike error. It created some cool anomalies. Well, not necessarily an anomaly. I guess it's because of the strike. There's some shelving on the date. That's nice. So we did find a bunch of interesting coins today. And I'm wondering if the person just gave us their 1960s, or if they actually put these to the side for a reason. Look at the 4. Again, not extra thick, just a little shelving on the 4. And that's a 64. Do we have a 64? That's our first 64. Yeah, and these were the 69s, right? Yeah. And I'll do a little recap at the end. 62 Denver. You know, it's a nice change of pace anyway, to be honest with you, you know. This is our shiniest. Look at that. That's a beauty. I'll put that separate also. Another 60 Denver. See the 0, how it looks? It doesn't look as skinny as the other one. This could be the small date. It could be the large. I have no idea. I really can't tell. People claim to be able to, like, I'm checking for repunch mint mark. I don't think so. People claim to be able to tell the difference between the two. Okay, what do we got? The 60 Denvers. I got them together. Yeah, I got them together. All right. What do I got this one put to the side for? Oh, that's the one with the rent. Okay. 63 Denver. We got 61, 62. Why are these 68s there for? Oh, only one's in Denver. Yeah, so we have 61. Oh, there goes another 61. Okay. And that's our first 63. Another 68. Shelving. 68. I think we got more Denvers than we did Philadelphia's. Rust. Oh, here goes another nice one. Wow. I'll put this with the other one. We got two really nice copper pennies. Another 69. I wonder if it has the floating roof on it. I wonder if the other ones had the floating roof. I didn't even check for it. These are the ones we searched through already. No? No? I wasn't even looking for it, to be honest with you. No? No. So there weren't, even though we found four other 69s, none of them, this is the one we just found. It's the only one I got it out of all of them. Another 61 Denver. Crimp roll machine, probably. Damage. 61. Where are the 61s? That's 61. That's 62. That's 63. 64. Okay. 59 Denver. And then they have their wheat cents someplace separate. Wish we would have found their wheat cents. So we got two 59s. We have a Denver and a Philadelphia. I put those into separate rolls also. We got a sintered cent. 63 Denver. That's our second 63. Another 69 Denver, over polished. The weak mint mark is probably over polishing. Probably had a nice die clash on it one time. Let me check it out real quick. Yep. Let me check out the front real quick. I think like that's the first thing that comes to my mind now that I'm looking at it. I mean, there actually looks like there's some spreading on the date. And look at the date. Doesn't that look like there's spreading on it? And look at the U in United. Doesn't it look like there's spreading on it slightly on the bottom? Could just be, yeah, look at the T. Could be a strike issue. I don't think so. Probably a double die. Second squeeze, slightly, moved everything around. It's very weak though. But the D does look small. I don't know. It doesn't have any value. You really want to see that doubling a little bit more severe than that. An 80. Oh, why couldn't you be the small date, you son of a gun, you? And we even got an 82 Denver. Oh, wow. Look at all the scratches on this. Hold on a second. Look at the rim. I've seen examples of scratched up coins. I mean, you hardly ever find them. Look how nice and clean but look at that. That even looks like something like a collar, like a twist. I put it to the side. It's interesting. And last but not least, another 59. That's two 59 Philadelphias and a 59 Denver. Okay, we got two coins for, and this is all the copper. Those are the interesting ones. Those are the nice looking ones. And those are the different years. Those are the Philadelphias, and those are the 69s. Philadelphia. All right. First one we're going to look at is the one that has I forgot what this one has on it. I'll check it on the 1X first. Oh, it's the one that has the shelving. Look at that. I'll put the magnifying. Look at the rim. Oh, you can see all these interesting patterns. All right, let's go a little closer. Got it on 3X. That looks like a notch under the L. Let's go to 4X. That looks like a notch under the L. Once you see that, yep, we got the notch under the L. I didn't even notice that. Let me look at that under the loop really quick. Once you got the notch under the L, as long as that's not dirt, nah, or a die chip, Imagine that you got a die chip exactly where you got the notch under the L. I'm just rubbing it quickly with my shirt. Man. Oh, and that D is wicked too, man. I think, wow. So did they do a second squeeze with the mint mark on it already? Because look at the D. I was wondering what that was with the D. Oh, I gotta go closer. You see the corner of the Denver? I was wondering what that was before. So the little blip is still there under the L. I don't know. It could be a little dot. But look, you can see the spreading. It's weak. It doesn't mean it's a double die. I don't know. It looks like it to me. You can see the separation lines on the side of the R. All right, and so possibly a double die. We'll definitely put that into a flip. And here goes the other one, the other one, and the other one. This one it's the 5. I'm gonna plug this thing in. Look at that 5. Man, I'm moving around too much. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it in place. What do you think? Looks a little extra thick too, right? There is, some corrosion on this, but I don't see it anywhere else really. Is that it there on the inside of the 9? Yeah, that looks, and same thing with the 1. So again, once you go into magnification, you can start seeing things you didn't see before. So, is it shelving? Could be shelving. Could be doubling. We'll still put those into flips because you really need to. Then you have to find the die. You understand? That's the real work that has to be put into the process at the end. Is you have to do your research and you'll find the die that made it, or you don't, and it's probably not a double die. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Had a lot of fun doing it. This was really nice. There are other. I think I'm wondering if this. And the last thing is, remember the first thing that we pulled out was the OK guy. Not the first thing off camera. Before I pulled this one out, I pulled out this, and this is a. These here are all copper, and it was right next to this one. So I'm wondering if we just got one that he didn't put OK on, and this is his search through, because I got a bunch of OKs and they're all copper. It's got to be his. Probably not the little old lady theory that I had before that needed 50 cents to buy a can of soup, which they're not 50 cents anymore, but maybe she thought. Anyway, God bless. Thank you to all my members for your continued support. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.